Wagwan sausage. I'm just thinking here, as I'm sat sober, day 95, about stories and times where I've damaged property, hurt people, made a fool of myself, just the things you look back on when you've been like an addict. And this is one that sticks out. And I'll tell you, I don't know what to call these series yet. Maybe like a drunk diaries, delirium drinks, damned drinks. I don't know. So anyway, I live in the UK, in a small island called Jersey, in the Channel Islands, just south of England, closer to France than anything. And this was during the pandemic, the first lockdown in March, I think it was. And I just started my apprenticeship as a tradesman, and it was going well. Then we got locked down, and this is where things really, really picked up. I was just drinking every day, morning to evening, over and over, listening to a lot of YouTubers. Who's your man on YouTube? He's got the Mark Rubier. Yeah, I was listening to a lot of him. And so anyway, one day I must have got particularly hammered. I'll paint the day. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. I go to the shops and I buy exports, like maybe 12 cans of export, and I'm drinking them throughout the day, and I had quite long hair as well. So during the day, probably around about 1-2 o'clock, my hair down to here, I thought, I'm going to shave my head. Can't go to the barbers, I'm going to shave my head. So I do, but because I'm by myself shaving my own head, I'm I'm a bad storyteller. I'm shaving my own head, and I get halfway through. My hair's quite long, and I've only got, you'd think it would be easy, but it's not when you're steaming, when you're paralytic. So I think like a comedy sketch, it's crazy. I don't know if you've seen, is it Hey Arnold? Where you got the crazy girl, or you got, is it Rugrats, or something like that, where there's a Barbie, she's got like strands of hair sticking out. Anyway, so I think I must have got this half shaved and then the back left, or maybe like this half and this half left. So like, I'm not leaving the house. Like, if I get seen, I would probably get locked up for looking fucking nuts. And even if I did this half shaved and this half was left, even this half was still like looking like a zebra, no, like a cheetah, patchy as fuck, like almost like Smeagol, like a drunk Smeagol, my precious. Anyway, so I give up on that. There's hair everywhere because I'm an alcoholic. I'm an addict. My gaff isn't my house. Gaff is slang for a house. My gaff is just a fucking state. Wooden floors, alcohol has been spilled over the floor for weeks and weeks and weeks now. Sticky floors, like a nightclub. Your feet stick to the floor. Ash everywhere, fag butts everywhere, cans everywhere, like you see in hoarders. Like in those hoarders. Not that bad, but just cans and trash ankle deep throughout the house, And anyway, I'll get to the good bit soon, don't worry. And so I proceed to get hammered, that drunk. I know I'm smoking joints out the window in the bathroom. This is a brand new, like, refurbished apartment. Like, it's like dentist white, like sterile, like, and it's just me in there. So I'm going fucking batshit crazy. And just looking back on it now, what a scream for help. Anyway, I wake up in the middle of the night and I can hear really heavy dripping. Like, no, not even dripping, almost like, basically like someone's pouring a cup of water on the floor. And what I've done, I must have got up in the middle of the night, thirsty, that drinking thirsty, you're like, that 2 a.m. liquid gold, And I must have gone back to bed and just, I don't know, put the fucking plug in the sink, kept the tap running, and I woke up to a bang on my door. Loud. It was a downstairs dude. I won't say his name, but he's kind of respected on my island. He sells vehicles, like a second-hand cars, but He's doing all right, not one of those sleazy ones, one of the good ones, And he's banging on the door. Bah, 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 bah. I've completely forgotten I've shaven my head. So I'm no t-shirt on. I answer the door and his face goes white. And I'm like, oh, obviously my face is looking like the same colour as, my face is the same colour as my liver. Just red, blotchy nose, yellow teeth. Probably got food stuck on my teeth. Fucking Smeagol crackhead hair. He's gone white. He goes, oh, there's a leak. Obviously, I fucking know this. As he's banging on the door, I get out of bed. And I put my feet on the floor, and it's like the floor's like an inch thick of water. Yeah, an inch thick. Which, if you're living in like a block of flats, that's a lot of water, especially for a brand new renovated apartment. Poor dude, man. Fucking hell, yeah. I lost my keys to that flat and I ended up having to climb onto his roof, walk across his roof every day so the landlord wouldn't give my keys until I let him inspect the flat, and no chance of that. Addiction, man. Fucking wild addiction. Yeah, so I'm literally at the door talking to him, running as I'm talking to him, trying to lie and just try and piece together I can feel my hair, and I am looking like a fucking psychopath right now. Craziness, absolute craziness. So I close the door, bang, 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 again, maybe like half an hour, and I'm towels down, t-shirts, anything and everything, my bedding. The apartment wasn't huge, but it was big enough, like this could rack up into the tens of thousands of pounds. No, not thousands and thousands. Well, I live in the UK, that's, the highest, strongest currency, so that's a lot of money, like, a lot of money, especially for a alcoholic living by himself. Where I live, the rents are super high, like years to pay it back. And it did, yeah. And I wouldn't let them come up to the flat, so I'm having to he's got his plumber coming around and they're shouting up to me, oh, is this missing? Oh, what's going on here? I'm like, oh no, there's definitely a leak, full well knowing that I've just fucking left the tap on, man. What a fucking day that was. Anyway, by the end of the day, I can see they're suspicious as fuck. Like, they're, and they're kind of like trying to piece together, and I think I'm pulling it off. I'm not even close to pulling it off. And throughout the day, and I managed to get the gaff kind of like, if you've ever flooded a gaff, yeah, the floors no longer got water on it, but the wooden floorboards are damp and they're moist and they're swollen now, so anyone who walks in can fucking see straight away. And yeah, and that was it. Nothing really came of that per se, that incident. But about a week or two later, the landlord had enough at that point, and I'd called a good friend of mine, the Beard. We'll call him the Beard, the friendly Beard. This man has helped me escape from a few flats before the landlords had turned up. I'd call him, bring the van, get all the gear, speakers, TV, all my clothes. I left a lot of cool shit there, glass bongs, pipes, all, I've lost a lot of my belongings just from running away from gaffs. It's kind of sad, like the life of an alcoholic is, you think you're walking around like Jack Sparrow, you're not. It's a lot of, I don't think my family even knows half of these stories. This is just the first one I'm willing to share with you, And yeah, so I call him, we empty the fucking flat. I can't even face the landlord by the time he gets up. Sorry, Julian. I was his first tenant as well. His first ever tenant. Sorry, man. Hey, next beer's on me. Well, next one. Well, anyway, you can have an apple juice. Yeah, and he's calling me. I'm down the road now. He took me and James. I was sleeping on his kitchen floor for about 5 months. On an offcut, like a spare piece of carpet. They didn't have a spare mattress. It was just like an offcut, like a spare piece of carpet on a tile floor in his kitchen. And yeah, I didn't face the landlord. He didn't call the police. I mean, it's a civil matter anyway. But I was contacted a few weeks later by Skyfall debt collectors. Might have to edit that out. No, and they were lovely. She was actually, I mean, the initial phone call, she said my place was disgusting. The landlord had obviously sent her photos. I think it was about £5,000 worth of damage, all in all, and it took me over 2.5 years to pay it back. A long time, a long time. This, yeah, and it completely ruined my credit and all sorts. I don't even know if I managed to finish cutting my hair that day, if I'm honest. I might have kept that for like a week or so, or even a few days, man, knowing me. Back in those days, I might have, yeah, what an absolute crazy time. The life of an addict is a lonely, lonely, crazy, turbulent world. I wouldn't wish it on anyone. One of my old bosses said, Tom, you live like a rock star. And I was thinking in my head when he said it, yeah, but without the money and without the chicks and without the touring, just the drug abuse and the fucking lonely nights. Yeah. Well, thank you for listening to my story. Remember again, guys, like and subscribe. To any of my brothers watching, cheers for the support, guys. And I think we'll call this Drunk Diaries. Tuna Legs Drunk Diaries. Story. We'll come up with a better name, but cheers for sticking around if you made it this far. Cheers, guys. Thank you.